Everything feels so abstract. Yeah, it's complicated. What you say, the way you act, well, it makes me so confused. I don't know what to do anymore. Can't you just make up your mind? My heart drops when you play around. How can you be up when I'm down? Don't wanna think about it right now. Maybe you just wanna be friends, but there's a fight when we are talking. Maybe you just wanna pretend, but I can read between the lines. Even if I can't deny that all the things you said are hurting, still wanna be with you. I think you want it too. 'Cause baby, I don't wanna be. Baby, I don't wanna be. No, baby, I don't wanna be. Baby, I don't wanna be. How it hurts to see you smile, like a dagger in me. She just seems so juvenile. I just want it to be me. I wanna set your world on fire. Oh, you're so sure I'll stick around. Oh, my heart drops when you play around. How can you be up when I'm down? Don't wanna think about it right now. Maybe you just wanna be friends, but there's a fight when we are talking. Maybe you just wanna pretend, but I can read between the lines. Even if I can't deny that all the things you said are hurting, still wanna be with you. I think you want it too. 'Cause baby, I don't wanna be. Baby, I don't wanna be.
Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am so excited for us to have our Card Maker Success Kickoff. I've been looking at the chat and seeing all of you guys getting up and ready to go for the next 4 days of card making fun. I am Brandi Mahon. I'm the creative owner of Stamp Me Some Love blog shop and academy, and I'm going to be your host for the next 4 days at the Card Maker Success Summit. Now, this summit started way back in July of 2021. Gosh, that feels like a lifetime ago, but this is our 9th semi-annual Card Maker Success Summit, and I am so super excited. We have so much in store for you all. It's going to be a lot, and we've got a lot to go over tonight. So without further ado, let's go ahead and do some introductions, shall we? So we've already, I'm so tongue-tied today. I'm telling you, I'm just so excited. Oh, okay. All right. Breathe, Brandi, breathe. All right. I do have my notes here, so if I forget anything, it's here to remind me. because I'm so excited. All right. Okay. So I would love to introduce and say thank you to one of our teammates who has kind of a smaller role on our team, but nevertheless, she is very important, and that is Arcee Ardith Percy Robb. And I believe she is in the chat tonight. So definitely say hi to Ardith. She does lots of various things, but this time she's actually going to be doing the live stream producing. Typically, Erin Reed from Erin Reed Bakes does it, but she's having her own event right now. And so we've got Ardith in the house behind the scenes doing all things with our live streams with our speakers. We have Allie Banks, who joined our team before the last summit, and she is our new marketing assistant. And she has been doing all kinds of things behind the scenes, making sure that you guys get all of your emails and all of the information is correct. Fingers crossed that we have proofed everything. And if we have made a mistake on a link or whatever, please have some grace with us. We always try our best to make sure we're giving you all the most accurate information. And then, of course, last but not least is Harriet. And there she is. It's so weird. She's got control of the studio from her house, and I never know when she's going to pop up. Right? Oh, my goodness. So Harriet's been with us for 5 years now. Is that right? Like go 4. Okay. All right. So you must have edited my outline and I didn't realize it. Okay. So she's been with us for 4 years now. Can you guys believe that? So she's a summit expert right now, and we couldn't put on these summits without her. So I believe she could probably produce the summit on her own if she truly wanted to, although I'm not sure she'd want to. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. And she has pretty much her hand in. What do you say?
I don't want your job.
You don't want my job? Okay. All right. Well, she has her hand in almost everything that Stamp Me Some Love does. So thank you, Harriet, so much for all of your hard work.
I'll be popping in, I'm sure.
She always scares me when she does that because I'm not expecting it. All right. So let's talk about what we are going to go over this evening. So we're going to talk about how to register for the summit if you haven't done so already. We're going to do a fun exercise in a few minutes together online virtually. Then we're going to talk about how the summit is going to be run, where you can find the schedule, how you can watch presentations. And then I'm going to tell you how you can be a Summit Pro attendee and get the most out of this weekend. There's going to be so much content coming at you from every direction this weekend, and I want to make sure that you have everything you need to be successful. We're going to talk about how to grab the VIP All Access Pass upgrade if you haven't already. And then I'm going to talk a little bit more about what our premium VIP All Access Pass is and what is included in that. We're going to talk a little bit about our sponsors, and then we're going to talk a little bit about our next Card Making Success Camp, Beginner Edition. Then we'll talk a little bit, and then we're going to do some live giveaways. So that's going to be fun. All right. Okay. All right. So if you haven't already heard and you just sort of stumbled upon this YouTube video, the Card Maker Success Summit is a 4-day free event where we have collaborated with over 40 different speakers and sponsors to bring you a holiday card festival, if you will. And the entry to get in is just a free ticket, and we're going to show that link on the screen in just a few seconds. That's your cue, Harriet. There we go. So if you can get your free ticket at cardmakersuccesssummit.com. And the summit is free to attend. Of course, there is an option to upgrade, and we'll talk a little bit more about that in a second. Now, I just realized that I did not bring up that one website for our little presentation or little activity together. So just give me 1 second. You know, Harriet tells me, make sure you got all the websites open that you need. And I have a whole bunch of tabs open, but I forgot this one. So just give me 1 second here. Of course, I have to log in. Hopefully I remember my password. Here we go. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and share screen. Maybe. There we go. All right, so let me put that in presentation mode. There we go. And I'm going to share. All right. So let me make sure. Okay. I think that's it. All right, you guys. So if you've been to any of our Pick My Adventure classes or the last Card Maker Success Summit, you may remember this little fun activity we did together. Now, what you need to do is to go to, let me back up. So if you're watching this on your desktop, you can take your phone and you can scan that QR code by opening up your camera app and then pointing it on that little QR code, and then a little yellow link will pop up and you can open up the app that way. If you're unable to do that, what you can do is go to mentee.com, and then you're going to want to put in the code, which is 65343280. Now, I know that's a lot for everybody. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can make that screen big, full screen. And I just want to confirm with Harriet, can you still hear me? Yes. Okay, perfect. So everybody in the audience can hear me, and I see people are logging in. That's awesome. I'm going to give you a few minutes because it does take a little bit for everybody to kind of get settled in there. Looks like we have about almost 600 people online, and let's see if this will show me how many people have gotten in. So we've only got about 25 people. So I'm going to give you guys a few seconds to start logging into that. Let me go ahead and bring myself back in. Oops, we're going to swap that. 1 second. Well, goodness. There we go. Oh, but then my little picture is blocking. Oh, Brandi, come on now. There. Okay, that's a little bit better. All right. So I'm going to repeat the how you log into this interactive session. So if you are on your desktop watching this live right now, there is a QR code on your screen. You can take your camera from your phone and then just sort of hover in front of it. And as soon as it grabs onto that QR code, there'll be a link that pops up, or at least that's what happens with my iPhone. I don't know if it'll happen with yours, but you can just click on that and it'll open up the app. Now, if you can't do that, then you're going to go to this website. And the website is called Mentee, MENTI.com. And then it's going to ask you for the code. And the code is 65343280. And I'm going to ask Harriet to put that in the chat if she hasn't already. So that's mentee.com. And the code is on the screen right now. So if you can make your screen a little bit bigger, you can see that. So that is 65343280. And it looks like we've got about 130 people who have joined. And we've got over 600 people right now live. So I'm just going to give you a few more minutes to get going. And if you can't figure out this, no worries, don't worry. We're going to kind of go through it together, and it'll just be fun to kind of watch and see how it works. But you definitely don't have to do this in order to kind of watch what's going on, because we're going to do this all on the screen. So let me just toggle over here. We've got about 150 people on. All right, I'm just going to give you a few more seconds. I'm actually going to set my little timer to 1 minute. And after that, we are going to get going, because I know we've got a lot to cover today, and I want to make sure that we get everything going. All right, so if the QR code is not working for you, go to mentee.com, which is on the screen, and then enter the code 65343280. All right. All right, we've got about 30 seconds left, and then we're going to head over to that presentation, and we're going to be doing a little interactive activity. So we got about 20 seconds, you guys. So go ahead and get on over there. It looks like we've got almost 200 people on, so that's good. It's going to be a good enough place for us to get started. All right, we got about 10 seconds left. You guys, if it's not working, don't worry about it. It's okay. It's okay. All right. Okay, so we are done. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and make this full screen for you guys, so it's going to be easier to see. And here, go ahead and remove that that bar on the bottom. Okay. All righty. So let's go ahead and get started. So we are going to ask you some questions, and what I want you to do for this slide, if you're logged in, to pick where you're tuning in from in the world. So just click on the country or the continent that you are joining us from. And it looks like we've got lots of people, of course, in the States. We've got lots of people in Canada. Let's see, we've got some folks over in Australia. Good. And we've got some folks who are clicking out into into the ocean. Hopefully there's an island there somewhere that the people are watching from. All right, so we've got a lot of people from the States, obviously, because that's where we're based. We got some folks from Africa. I can't tell what country those are, but we've got some folks from Mexico, again, Canada, maybe some folks over in UK, maybe some folks in Russia, and I can't tell what that screen is down there, so for that country down there. All right. So you guys get the picture. All right, we're just warming up right now. Okay, so let's go on to the next question. If you're in the States, what state are you watching from? This is so much fun. I love seeing where everybody is coming from. We got people in Texas. We got people in California. We got a lot of people in Florida, Michigan. We've got lots of people coming in from the Northeast. That is so awesome. Lots and lots of people. All right. I'm going to go ahead and go on to the next one. Now, I want you to describe the card making level experience that best describes you. So whether that's a beginner, intermediate, or advanced. And it's so interesting how this changes from summit to summit. We've got folks, who were beginners at the last summit, and now they consider themselves intermediate. So that's exciting. All right. So the vast majority of you guys consider yourself intermediate, which is awesome. Hopefully by the next summit, you will consider yourself advanced. All right, moving on to the next one. Now I'd like to know what type of card maker you are. So are you a traditionalist? So that means that you use inks and stamps and dies and that sort of thing. Or are you a Cricut electronic cutting machine? So that could be obviously the Cricut, the Silhouette, or maybe even a laser cutter. I'm seeing more and more laser cutters out there being used for card making, which is kind of exciting. And then, of course, if you're like me, you use both. And so that's kind of a mix of both. So that's generally where we're at, mix of both. That's awesome. All right. Now, I want you to describe your favorite thing about card making in one word and watch what happens when you start typing in your words. Oh, giving, vintage, community, creativity, personalization, handmade. Oh my goodness, look at all those words just throwing out there. And it looks like creativity is a common theme. Creative, relaxing, fun, awesome, therapeutic, satisfying, enjoyment. Oh, this is so much fun. I love, sharing, that's good. Community, that's awesome. Look at all these cool words coming up. Yes, joy. Yes, I love joy. All right, so creativity seems to be our major theme when it comes to card making. All right, now tell me what the biggest challenge you face in getting your cards done on time. Ideas, okay. Time. Your job, yes, that can get in the way. Work. Trying to pick colors, lack of focus. Time. I'm seeing lots of time and I'm seeing lots of ideas. Time seems to be the major thing. And I think that dedicating time to creating and crafting and creating your cards is so important to mental health. And so hopefully during the summit, you will find time to kind of relax and just sort of enjoy this time. So I'm seeing lots of people saying time, idea. Those are the two main things. Well, we are not going to disappoint with ideas. We've got over 40 different presentations to give you tons of ideas and lots of techniques for you to try. All right, now, how many cards do you typically make a year? I'm so interested to know. Wow, somebody over 100. That's amazing. Oh my goodness. Look at all of this. First place is over 100. That's amazing. And then second place, 50 to 100. Nice. There's a lot of cards that need to be made this year. And I feel confident with the summit, you're going to be able to have plenty of ideas, inspiration, learning techniques that you are going to have the best card making season ever. All right. Now, what's one technique that you're dying to learn in the next in your card making journey? All right. So we've got foiling, fancy folds, hot foiling. We've got lots of foiling. Look at all this foiling. People want to learn how to foil. We've got pop-ups. We've got embossing, lots of foiling, alcohol mixing. I'm assuming that means alcohol ink mixing. Because if you're mixing alcohol, it's a cocktail. All right. Pop-up cards, making SVGs. But look at all these foilings. So I'm sensing that you guys probably will want me to create another foiling class because lots of people, mixed media, better press, foiling, alcohol inks, heat embossing, lots of things. But it looks like foiling is the number one thing people are wanting to learn. All right. Now, what speaker are you most excited to hear from at the summit? Now, if you're not sure what speakers we have, then you definitely will want to check out the Meet the Speaker page. And so we've got lots of people saying Ardith, lots of people saying all of them, Alicia McNamara. Let's see, Terry Johnson. Yeah, she's new this year. Elena Anderson, Elise. Yeah, so we've got a good number of people who are familiar with our speakers, and that's great. All right, so let's go on to the next one. What is your crafting tool, your favorite crafting tool? What do you like to use the most? Okay, I think some people are still answering from the one before, but we've got Cricut, okay, favorite. Let's see, Misty, I totally agree on that one. Dies, inks, Big Shot, die cutting machine. Let's see, scoring tool, embossing folders, scan and cut, yes. Scissors, of course, we couldn't make cards without scissors, right? All right, lots and lots of favorite tools there. All right, now what aspect of the Card Maker Success Summit are you looking forward to the most? Learning new techniques, getting inspired, connecting with other card makers, winning some giveaways, and finding new supplies to purchase. So, looks like most of you guys are interested in learning new techniques, followed by getting inspired. Well, I promise you, with 40 different presentations, you're going to learn something new, and you will most definitely get inspired to create something that you probably have never thought about creating before. All right, now what's one word that describes how you feel about starting your, and this is supposed to say holiday card making, not year round. I did not update this slide. Excited, yes. Overwhelmed, no, we don't want to be overwhelmed. Ready, anxious, stagnant. Goodness, a lot of people are overwhelmed. Well, hopefully over the next 4 days, we're going to help you with that overwhelm. Happy, pumped. We got some folks that are apprehensive, intimidated. Wow, you guys are really ready to get going. But I am so excited that excited is the main word that we're finding here. All right. How far in advance do you typically start your card making? All right. So we've got, I make them all year long, 3 to 4 months, 1 to 2 months, a few days before sending. Well, it looks like we've got a pretty even spread here, minus the 3 to 4 months. But I'm happy to hear or see that a lot of people are making them year round. That's awesome. So we are in June right now. So we've got August, September, October, November, 4 months, maybe 4.5 months before we have to start sending those out. So hopefully we will get you going and getting ready to send those out, get them made and sent out. All right, now, what is your crafting soundtrack? Name an artist or a song that you love to listen to while making cards. Now, this is going to be really interesting. ABBA, all right. Cher, audiobooks, 80s music. Some people like it to be quiet. Podcasts, praise music, Christian music, Billy Joel. And there's lots of people here that are, I'm seeing lots of different artists that I've never heard of before. It's so cool. Audiobooks, yes. Country, Pink, I love Pink. I saw her in concert once or twice. Is it once or twice? I can't remember. I think I saw her twice. All right, YouTube, yes. Hallmark Channel, that's a great one. All right, let's go ahead. The next question. Now, what aspect of card making would you most like ongoing support with? Regular technique tutorials, access to exclusive designs, community of fellow card makers, expert question and answer sessions, monthly challenges to boost your creativity. All right, looks like most of you guys are wanting that regular technique tutorials. And a good number of you guys are wanting those monthly challenges to boost your creativity. That's awesome. All right, now tell me one word that describes your card making style. Modern, variety, simple, fun, flowing, clean and simple, fun folds, eclectic, traditional, nature, floral. These are all good examples of words that could describe your card making. All right. How many of you guys have purchased the VIP All Access Pass? All right. So we've got a good number who have already dived in. That is awesome. We've got also a good number of people that are just going to attend the free summit. That is great as well. And then we've got a handful of people who are still debating. Perfect. All right, now, if you've purchased the regular VIP All Access Pass, have you already upgraded to the premium? All right, so let's see here. A lot of you are saying that the perks don't fit your budget or your schedule. Understandable. And we've got about an even 50-50 on folks who have already added it to their VIP. And then we've got some that are still debating whether they want to make that upgrade. All right, that is the end of our, oh, oopsie, hold on a second. Okay, how do I get myself back up there? Oh, there we go. All right. Okay, that was fun. I love seeing where you guys are from and where you are in your card making journey. It just sort of helps us, to kind of get the vibe of where everybody is and just kind of helps us get, excited about the next 4 days. All right, so let's go back to my outline and make sure that we have made gotten everything. Okay, so let's talk about how the summit is going to work. Now, every day you're going to get 2 emails from us, and the email is going to come from support@stampmesomelove.com. And now those emails are going to give you links to all of the presentations and the worksheets. Now, the first one in the morning will come sometime between 7 and 8 a.m. And then the last one for the rest of at the end of the day will come sometime between 9 and 10 p.m. Now, what I really want you to do is to go to your email provider, whether that's Gmail, Outlook, Hotmail, wherever you have your email, go to the contact section in that email and add us as a contact. The reason why you want to do this is because some of those platforms will mark us as spam. Some of them won't even let the email go through. But if you add us as a contact, then that provider, it kind of gives it permission to go ahead and send it to your inbox. So if you haven't already done that, please go ahead and add that to your contacts list. We've gotten some emails from folks saying they haven't gotten the email about their free ticket, and we can see that the email was sent, but it's not showing up on their end. And that is probably, okay, am I blurry, Harriet? Some people are saying I'm blurry. All right. Can you see me? Can you hear me? You can't hear me? You can hear me. Okay. Well, you guys, I don't know what to tell you about being blurry. I can try to come out and come back in. Let me try to do that. So Harriet, why don't you hop on? All right, I'm going to try to go out and come back in.
I sent her a message, but she didn't see it. So now we wait.
All right. Is that better?
That's a little bit better. Yeah.
Okay. Y'all, I don't know what to do. My internet sucks here. I'm trying my best. All right. So as long as you can hear me, I think we're going to be okay. All right. So again, you're going to get that email. Make sure to add us to your contact list. Now, the pre-recorded presentations are going to go live every day at 8 a.m. So there's going to be a list of presentations that'll go live tomorrow, and then another list that will go live Friday and Saturday and Sunday and so forth and so on. And so for those who have free access, those videos will be ongoing all day long until 8 o'clock the next day. And at the next Friday, everything that was live on Thursday is going to be expired, and you won't be able to see those videos anymore unless, of course, you have the VIP All Access Pass. Now, let's see here. Each presentation page will have links to any worksheets and or files needed to complete the card. Now, I think there is one speaker that didn't have a worksheet, but everyone else does. And if there's any like SVG files or anything like that that you need to create the card, you're either going to find a link to download the file, or you're going to find a link of where you can purchase it. All right. And during the day, we are going to have scheduled live streams with our sponsors and some of our speakers. And those live streams are going to live on our YouTube channel. And so if you miss one, you can always go back and watch those. All right. Now, wow, I just saw somebody give a thumbs up right on my screen. Did you see that, Harriet? That was weird. Okay. All right. The little tech gremlins are everywhere. All right, so we are going to Let me just make sure I got the screen up. Okay, so I'm going to do just a little screen share. A little screen share of the schedule page. Let me just make sure you guys can see the schedule page. All right, I'm gonna make this full layout. Perfect. All right, so this is the schedule page, and you can find that at cardmakersuccesssummit.com/schedule. And so it's going to have lots of different things here. First of all, there is a time zone converter. So we are not able to answer questions as to what time it's going to be live in your time zone. So you'll need to use a time zone converter if you are having trouble with that. Now remember, if you're a VIP member, you can always watch those videos on your VIP portal, and they will not expire there. You've also got an option to download a printable schedule, and you can also sync your calendar, electronic calendar, here with this link right here. So you're just going to scroll down. You're going to find all of the presentations and where to watch them. These are all presentations that are going live tomorrow. And then here are the speaker live streams that we're going to do tomorrow, starting with Alicia McNamara. She's going to be here bright and early at 9 a.m. And then we're going to end with Lynn right here at 5 p.m. Now at 12:30, I'm going to be coming on live to do some updates and do some giveaways. Then at 12:45, we've got Catherine Pooler. And then at 1:20, we've got Dare to Be Artsy. And then if you've upgraded to the premium VIP, then you will have a class with me at 2 o'clock. We'll do some more giveaways around 7:45. And then we've got a gold sponsor tomorrow evening. So that is how the schedule works. You'll just scroll down and you'll find all of these. Now, if you click on any of these links now, you're probably going to be coming to a coming soon page. That's because we are not launching any of those videos until tomorrow. Here is a link to get to Saturday and Sunday. And it's just going to be more of the same, but it's going to be for Saturday and Sunday's page. And for some reason, it is taking forever to load. Again, my internet is very slow. So hopefully you guys can see that on your own computer. All right, yep, there we go. That is for Saturday and Sunday. And then, of course, Sunday night is when we are going to do our wrap-up party right here. So this is going to be our wrap-up party. And I don't know, yeah, it's just taking a long time to load. All right, so let's go ahead and stop share and bring me back. There we go. All right, so that is how you're going to find everything with the schedule. Now, we often have lots of people asking, where do I find this link? Where do I find that link? And so a couple of summits ago, we created this page called Where Do I Find That Page? And we basically put everything on that page. And here it's going to put that link up on the screen. And then I'm going to do a quick share and show you what that page looks like. And here it is. And so we've got some troubleshooting tips. We've got, again, that time zone converter. You can find the schedule events, the printed schedule, the syncable calendar. You can also get reminders, text reminders for the different events. You can purchase your VIP, log into your All Access Pass. And then we have some helpful videos for our VIP members who are trying to reset their password. We've got the link for the registration page, the Meet the Speakers page, Meet the Sponsors, Shop the Summit. Here's our Facebook group. And then if you want to apply for our Cardmaker Success Membership Scholarship, which we'll be talking about in a few minutes. So that is where you're going to find just basically a where do I find all of that page. All right, so let me go ahead and remove that share screen. All right, so that is that. Okay, so now let's talk about how to be a pro when it comes to attending our summit. And basically, you could use this advice for any summit that you attend, which we all know there are so many of them out there now. All right, so what I recommend you do is that you download the printable schedule if you're able to, and then I want you to mark off all of the presentations that you want to watch, particularly if you only have the free ticket. Now, you're not likely going to be able to watch all 10 presentations. Excuse me. Goodness. You're most likely not going to be able to watch all 10 presentations in a 24-hour period. Now, you may. It's not more than 24 hours to get through all of it, but people have to sleep, they have to eat, they have to go to the bathroom. So prioritize. Mark which ones you definitely want to see, and then just prioritize which ones. Now, what is really important is that if you want to catch the speakers and the sponsors live, then you definitely want to schedule that into your calendar, because that's the only opportunity you're going to be able to ask questions live. Now, you may be able to get your questions answered afterwards if you comment in the Facebook group, but we can't guarantee it. And nor can we guarantee that your question will be answered on the live, but you have a much better chance of getting those questions answered if you're there live. So watch your prioritized list of presentations in between the live sessions so that you don't want to miss. And then ask any card-related questions or presentation technique-related questions in the Facebook group. Now, you feel free to tag the speaker if you have a specific question about their specific presentation. All right. Now, I do need to chat with you guys about troubleshooting, because we typically have about 20,000 registered attendees that are coming during these 4 days. And what that means is that we've got people from all walks of life, all different kinds of internet, all kinds of different devices, browsers, etc., etc. And the likelihood that somebody's going to have an issue with watching the videos or getting the page to load or whatever is, it's always there. All right. So I want to give you some troubleshooting tips on how you can, be proactive before you send an email asking, why isn't this working? So the first thing you always should do is just refresh your page. So depending on what browser you have, there's usually like a little circle with an arrow, and that is where you're going to click on it, and it's just going to clear everything out and bring the page back. If that doesn't work, you'll need to clear your cache. Now, I can't tell you how to do this because everybody's watching on different browsers, different devices. But what you can do is take your device or your browser and say, how do I clear the cache on X? Whatever platform you're on, whatever browser you're on, whatever device you're on. And it will give you step-by-step instructions on how to do that. If that does not solve your problem, then reboot your modem. And rebooting simply means unplugging it. Wait 10, 30 seconds, plug it back in. If that doesn't work, restart your computer. And make sure that no one else in your household is hogging your internet. Now, if my wife was home right now, which she's not, and if she was trying to stream Netflix or YouTube or whatever, then I probably would not have the ability to be online right now because we have very limited internet. I live out in the country. I'm still on DSL. I don't have broadband. I don't have fiber optic. It's a pain in the you-know-what. So if you are in a household where there's lots of people hogging up your Wi-Fi, you might want to tell them, okay, time out. You guys go somewhere else and go on your phone and make sure you're turned on your cellular usage and not your Wi-Fi. And so that may help your ability to watch these presentations. If that doesn't work, then try a different browser. We recommend usually for people to use Chrome. Chrome is my preferred browser. But if you have any kind of other browser like Safari or Firefox or Microsoft Edge, you may want to try using a different browser. If that doesn't work, you may want to try a different device. So if you're using your computer, then try your tablet or your iPhone or your iPad or something like that. Now, unless it's a system-wide issue with our website, which trust me, we usually find this out pretty quickly, we are not able to troubleshoot anything on your end, nor are we going to be able to give any extended time to watch the free videos during the free summit. Now, if our website suddenly crashes, then yes, we will make accommodations if we're down for more than, 30 minutes to an hour or something like that. It's rare now that happens. Sometimes we have a little blip in the morning, 5 or 10 minutes when everybody's trying to get on at 8 o'clock, but then it sort of, works its way through it. So just know that, because I know we usually get emails with people upset because their internet wasn't working or whatever. All right. Now, if we do have a prolonged tech issue on our end, then we as a team will decide on how we're going to handle it, and we will email everybody what the resolution is. So please do not email us upset if you're unable to watch the free summit presentations. Okay. I've given you a whole list of how to troubleshoot your devices. Now, if you have any tech issues or questions about your account, so for example, if you bought the VIP All Access Pass and you don't see whatever, or you having trouble logging in or something like that, those types of questions, I do want you to email us at support@stampmesomelove.com. Now, we will not be answering any support questions in the Facebook group, so do not post them because we will decline them. Now, be patient with us, as we typically have a high volume of support emails coming in during the summit, and there may be some longer response times. And please do not send multiple emails. This will only result in increased time to get back to you. All right. Whew. Got that all out of the way. Now, let's talk about the VIP All Access Pass. So we have two different levels of VIP All Access Pass. We've got the regular, and then we've got the premium. So what the regular includes is lifetime access to all of the presentations. You get the 300 plus page workbook, and included in that workbook is going to be all of the worksheets for all of the presentations, all of the transcripts for all the presentations. We also have a card making project card calculator to kind of help you figure out how many cards you need to be making to stay on track, to make sure that you get all of your cards done. And so that's what comes with the VIP All Access Pass, the regular. Now, the price for that right now is $59. Tonight at midnight, that price is going to go to $99. So if you are at all interested in getting the VIP All Access Pass, you need to do it today before midnight, because that $59 is going to jump $40, and tomorrow it's going to be $99. Okay. Now, the premium VIP, which I think everybody should go to if it is in your budget, because there are so many things included. So you get everything you get in the regular VIP that I just talked about, all the presentations, the workbook, the transcripts, the worksheets, all of that. Plus, you're going to get all of the speaker bonuses, and there's like $900 worth of speaker bonuses. You're going to get a live card class with me, which will start tomorrow, and we'll have two classes. It'll be the same class. We'll be working on the same project, but over 2 days. So we'll be working on that tomorrow, and then we're also going to be working on that Friday. You also get an accountability two accountability sessions next week, co-working sessions, I should say, and that's going to be with Harriet, and those are Tuesday and Thursday night at 7 o'clock. And this is basically everybody getting on Zoom. They're going to be working on all of the projects that they want to work on that they learned from the summit. You get priority access to ask our speakers who are doing live streams questions. So what this means is that there's going to be a form for you to fill out. You'll ask your question, and then when it comes time for that speaker to come live, your questions are going to be answered first before we go to the chat. So it's just kind of like a guaranteed way to get your questions answered. All right. And then you get access to our next live class, which I believe is in October. And we don't have details on what we're going to be teaching at that point, but it's going to be a good one, I know. And with everybody saying that they're wanting to learn foiling, maybe we'll do a foiling class. That might be fun. All right. Now, that price right now is $79. It goes away at midnight tonight. So you will not have an opportunity to purchase the premium VIP tomorrow. So definitely grab it tonight. Now, if you've already purchased your VIP regular and you want to upgrade, in your portal, there is a little section there where you can go and upgrade, and it's just $20 more. So that alone, $20 more, that's the price of getting into the live card class. We typically charge $29 for that. So it's a really good deal. All righty, make sure I have, okay, looks like it's time for us to do some giveaways. All right, so let's go ahead and show that link for where we're going to have you guys register for giveaways if you have not already. So we have two different giveaways, or two different types of giveaways. We've got sponsor giveaways and we have speaker giveaways. And let me just make sure I've got that page up, and I do. What? How did that happen? Did you see that? I saw a balloon. Did you do that, Harriet? I don't know. Okay, I don't know how that happened. Somebody must have done something, and I just saw balloons go all over the screen. Okay, all right, Brandi. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's go and look at the giveaway page. And it is, let's see, is it this one? I think it is. There we go. All right, so this is our giveaway page. And here it is. So there's two different, we've got the sponsor giveaways, and that is hosted by us. And so we've got lots of different giveaways that we're giving away from all the sponsors. So we're giving away VIP All Access passes and Sunbird Spark. All of our different sponsors are giving away some different prizes. You'll need to enter here. Now, I will tell you that all of our sponsor giveaways are, you have to be in the United States in order to register. Because of how sweepstake laws work, we unfortunately are not able to provide this internationally because we don't have all the rules in every single country. So we have, as a company, only do giveaways in the States. Now, there is a little workaround to that. Let me go ahead and open this link. And let me see here. I need to change the screen. 1 second. All right, so this is what it looks like to register for one of the sponsor giveaways. You're going to enter your name, your email address, and if you want to receive text message reminders, you can do that as well. When you register, after you filled out this form, there's going to be different activities that you can do to gain more entry points, bonus entries. So definitely want to check that out and look at that. All right, now let's go ahead. Oh, I was going to tell you what the workaround for international for sponsor giveaways. If you have a friend in the States and they would be willing to register for you, that would be fine. Just know that the product will be shipped to them and then they would have to ship it to you. All right. Our entry form is blocked. It blocks all outside IP addresses, so it won't work for you to even try to register. Now, some of the speakers have international giveaways. So let's go ahead and share screen. And let's look at that. So we've got our speaker giveaways, and you'll notice in the entry whether it's valid internationally or whether it's only valid in the United States. And I'm looking real close. I haven't looked at these, so I don't really. Oh, this one has US only. So this one is for Sandy Woodson. And here it looks like this one is not loading right. So we want to take a look at that. All right, so each one of these speakers has their own registration. So you can register for multiple speaker giveaways, all right? So we are not hosting those. These are going to be on their website specifically, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and close that out. Okay, so I hope everybody knows how to register for a giveaway, and I wish you all the best of luck. All right, let's see here. I think it's time for us to do some giveaways. What do you think? Okay, so let me pull up that screen. This was another website I should have had open already. So while y'all are waiting on me to open up our giveaway platform, I would love to see in the chat how many times you have been to the summit. So if you've been to it all times, that would be 9. If you've not been to any, it would be 0. And then anywhere in between, just put that in the chat. And so I can see how many of you guys have been to other ones. All right. So Ardith says, haha, she's been at all of them. Of course you have, Ardith. You've been a speaker for all of them as well. So Cheryl's been there 5 times. Ooh, we've got a few there that have been there 0. Well, welcome, Tina. See, Becky Wilson, 8. Bonnie says 6. I don't see anybody here that says 9. Oh, looky there, Andrea. I think she's been to all 9. That's awesome. Sweet. All right, perfect. All right, so we're going to do some giveaways. And what did I do with my little form? Hold on one second. All right, so we are going to give away some VIP All Access passes. Now, this is for the regular VIP All Access pass. If you get this and you want to upgrade to the premium, then we can do that. But you'll need to email us tonight at support@stampmesomelove.com so we can make sure that you get that situated. All right. Now, if you've already purchased your VIP All Access Pass, then we will be refunding you the value of the regular, if that makes sense. Okay? All right. So, Harry, are you ready? Yes, she says she's ready. So, let's go ahead and give our first, or draw for our first winner. And this one is for the regular VIP, and this is going to Lindy Mitchell. Oop, said her last name. Lindy Mitchell. All right, Lindy, congratulations. All right, our next winner is Jill. Last name starts with an R and ends with a T. Congratulations. All right. All right, so hopefully they're online. Harry, we may want to just go ahead and get those 2 set up tonight. And we can reach out to them and see if they want to upgrade to the premium. All right, now we are going to give away some other prizes from our sponsors. And I'm going to switch over. So we have a new sponsor this summit, and it is from My Creative Camp. And they are all about creating cards and creating different things with quilling. So if you've ever been interested in quilling, you definitely want to check out their live stream. And this is one of the things that they're giving, and it's so freaking adorable. I mean, look at this. I don't know if you can kind of see. I'm going to put it up a little bit closer. Look at that dress. Isn't that cute? I actually went to Creativation this year and I met with them and they were so gracious. I learned how to do some basic quilling right there on the spot and it was so much fun. All right, so we're going to be giving away this crafting kit right here. And this one is going to go to This one is going to Teresa, and Teresa's last name starts with a C and ends with an R. All right. Now, go ahead. I'm going to save the rest of the giveaways till the end of the live stream, so you've got to stick around. All right. Now we are going to introduce our sponsors. So let's go ahead and remove that link, Harriet. And let's see here. So we've got gold level sponsors, and our first one is going to be from Alta News. So Alta News coming back as a gold level sponsor. And we've got a little commercial from them, and I would love to share that with you guys. Give me 1 second while I find it. Here we go.
My name is Jen Raza, and I'm one of the co-founders of Altenew. One of our main goals is to continue to be a source of inspiration for paper crafters like you around the globe. We are committed to offering high-quality education through our Facebook and Instagram live sessions, live workshops, free crafting 101 videos, and our Altenew Academy education platform. Regardless of your background or crafting experience, we're here to help you express your creativity so that you can make beautiful projects. We really hope that you find something you love here at Altenew and learn some creative tricks along the way. Always remember to craft your life.
Y'all, I have been a fan of Altenew for I don't know how many years, and I absolutely love their floral images. They are so realistic and so beautiful. They are going to be coming on and doing a live Friday, and that's going to be at 1:20. So you definitely do not want to miss that. That's going to be with Bridget. Bridget was on our last summit for Altenew, and we had so much fun. So definitely check that out. Now, our next sponsor is not new to the summit, but I believe this is the first time they have been a gold sponsor, and that is Sunbird Spark, which used to be Penguin Palace. Penguin Palace. Sorry. All right, let's go ahead and show the commercial.
Hi, my name is Sharon Young. I'm the owner of Sunbird Spark, formerly Penguin Palace.
We're based in the beautiful city of Vancouver, Canada, and we're the creator of Stencil 360, a fun and innovative stenciling tool for crafters of all levels. We are also the initiator of the Cards for the Cure fundraiser, in which we help raise money for the Canadian Cancer Society by donating handmade cards for purchase in our neighborhood shops. 100% of the funding goes towards the most promising research in ovarian and endometrial cancers.
Thank you for being part of our journey. We look forward to embracing this new beginning with you and continuing to inspire and innovate together.
I had the pleasure of meeting Sharon in person in Seattle earlier this year for Creativation, and got to see her booth and all of the products that she brought. It was so good to meet her in person. I just love when our online space kind of merges into real life like that. So that was a lot of fun. Now, Sharon and I believe Ardith are going to be doing a live stream, and they're going to be demoing their new Stencil 360 Plus. I think that's what it's called. Anyway, we got one in the giveaways to show, and I don't know if they're actually giving away or we're just showing it, but in any case, it's going to be amazing, and Ardith is going to demonstrate that for you. You guys know she's a stencil queen, and she always does such amazing work. Their live is going to be tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Our next sponsor, who's also not new to the summit, but new to our gold level, is Glassboard Studios. So let's take a look at what Glassboard Studios has to say.
This is no ordinary craft mat. Ultra clear, tempered glass, durable, stunning. Oh, and it's magnetic. Heat and scratch resistant. Cleans like a dream. Customize your space. Craft with precision and ease. Choose from a wide variety. Take your crafting to the next level. Check us out at glassboardstudio.com.
Y'all, if you've seen any of my videos, you know I absolutely love my glassboard studio mat, and it is such a staple in my studio. I also have the little hex cubes over here where I keep all of my go-to tools and whatnot, and it's just amazing. They are going to be doing a live on Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And our last one, who's also actually new to the summit, so she's not ever sponsored before, but we're super excited to have her. I also met her at Creativation, and it was really cool to meet her in person, her and her husband. So let's go ahead and hear from Emily Moore Designs.
Hello, crafty friends. My name is Emily, proud business owner and designer behind Emily Moore Designs. We create stencils, stamps, and dies, giving you the tools and confidence to create beautiful handmade cards. Before I ever started Emily Moore Designs, though, I was first and foremost a card maker, and I always will be that. That's what gives our designs the unique versatility and originality that you see. So come along and craft with me at EmilyMooreDesigns.com. From the crafty corner of the universe, I'm Emily, sending you a paper hug.
Oh, isn't that cute? She's got such cute designs, and her store just made it into scrapbook.com, and I think she just did a live with them like yesterday or the day before. So that's really big for her. So I'm super excited for her. All right, you guys. Now we have a presenting sponsor, and that would be the Cardmaker Success Membership. Of course, that is one of our offerings. It is a monthly membership that helps crafters, card makers specifically, create and come together as a community. We do all kinds of things. We have classes, we have Zoom calls. It's an amazing group of people. And I'm just going to share with you just a couple of things here. If I can find it. Let's see, here it is. All right, hold on a second.
Calling all passionate card makers. Are you ready to take your card making skills to new heights? Welcome to the Card Maker Success Membership, where creativity knows no bounds. Learn to maximize your craft supplies and create cards that reflect your unique style. Forge genuine friendships in our supportive crafting community. Participate in our monthly card classes, bi-monthly live classes, co-working sessions, quarterly virtual crops, and gain access to our extensive technique library. Experience personalized learning with hot seat sessions and accountability pods. Make a difference for crafting for a cause, one card at a time. But that's not all. Our members love it here. Don't miss out on this crafting adventure. Join the waitlist at cardmakersuccessmembership.com and be the first to know when our doors open again. Cardmaker Success Membership, where your creative journey begins.
I always get a kick out of seeing that video because, and I think I've mentioned this last time, every time I see myself in that video particularly, it reminds me of my mother. I swear to God, I look just like her, which is kind of bittersweet because she's not with us anymore. I do have one other video that I want to share with you about our membership.
The summits have really expanded my horizons and allowed me to experiment a lot.
The website has really been a great thing.
What I love most about it is the co-working sessions.
I wish that everybody knew about it. It's just a nice place to be.
That VIP pass is gold.
I would say, do you like to work all by yourself, or would you like people to be around you to support you?
The learning. I learn so much every time.
Everybody cares about everybody.
It really makes you feel like you're not out here, just doing it by yourself.
I love those ladies. They are just so sweet. We get together every couple of weeks and craft together, and it's just so much fun. There's so many connections that are made and so many friends that are friendships that are formed. It's just a lovely group of women and men. We do have a few men in there as well. And that kind of leads me to the next thing I want to talk about, in that we are giving a year-long scholarship to the Cardmaker Success Membership. And what we're looking for is positive card makers who are highly engaged in the Card Maker Success Summit Facebook group. And we want to reward them with a year-long scholarship. There is an application for you to apply. And you definitely want to make sure that you're reading everything on that application, specifically the place where it's going to ask you for your Facebook URL, your personal Facebook URL, because we're going to use that to be able to look and see how you're doing in the Facebook group and how much you're interacting, how you're supporting how you're being positive. So we're just looking for the right kind of person that will gel with the rest of the group. And so it's not about, who needs it the most, as far as financial goes. So, you just definitely want to check it out. If you're thinking about the membership and you would like to have that ongoing support, accountability, a place to craft, a group to kind of, go to, and you have questions about card making, then the membership is something that you might want to look at. And since we're giving a scholarship, why not? Go ahead and apply for it. And then we will be announcing the winner to that scholarship on Sunday. You do have, I think the deadline to apply for is going to be Saturday at noon Eastern Daylight Time. So that's 12 p.m. New York time. But I would recommend filling it out sooner rather than later, because the more you interact in the Facebook group, the more chances we're going to be able to see it, and the more chances that you might be the next winner of that scholarship. So definitely go and check that out. Now, we partner with Barely Art and Cards for Cubs. And specifically, our membership donates cards to their Cards for Cubs fundraiser, if you will. And that happens every March. And I've got a video here that I want to share with you from Jeremy Sue from Barely Arts, who is the CEO of Barely Arts, but he also is the founder of Cards for Cubs nonprofit. So let's go ahead and hear what they have to say.
Cards for Cubs is a national Cards for Cubs is a national crafting event that anyone can participate in, and it starts with crafters like you.
Make a difference in the lives of kids in foster care, one card at a time.
You can make handmade cards and send them to Cards for Cubs. Then we'll work with foster care agencies around the U.S. to make sure that your cards get sent to those kids in need.
It's a great organization, and the sign-up sheet that they have on their website has a place for you to kind of indicate where you're being referred to, or referred from, I should say. And Stamp Me Some Love, or not Stamp Me Some Love, Card Maker Success Summit should be an option there. So if you decide to participate in Cards for Cubs, definitely check off where you're coming from, and that would be the summit. They kind of keep track of how many cards they're getting from the summit. They typically get the most in our spring event, because it's right before their drive, which happens in the month of March. But I love to share that information year round. And so, you may hear about it now, and as you're creating cards over the next couple of months, get ready to start planning to donate some of those to Cards for Cubs. Now, our membership, in March, we donated over 2,000 cards. So, and every month we have this thing in the membership where they will send me the cards, and then I track and tally, which group and which individual has donated the most, and we do little prizes and stuff. So that is a lot of fun. All right, now I want to talk about a special event that's happening in less than 2 weeks away. I can't believe it. But that is our Card Maker Success Beginner Edition Camp. So we are opening the doors to this camp today. So like you guys are hearing it first. We haven't even, I think we sent out an email maybe about 16 minutes ago, but essentially you guys are the first to hear it live, and that is that the doors to our camp is open now. Now, what this camp is, it's basically foundational training on how you can be successful in card making. There's going to be 4 days of live training, and that training is somewhere between 30 minutes to an hour. You'll have short, actionable homework tasks each day to do. You'll have 24 hours to access the replays. We'll have lots of games and prizes. We're going to play bingo. It's going to be so much fun. Let me just kind of give you an overview of what we're going to be covering. So day one, we're going to be covering all about basic supplies. Now, I know this is probably one of the most overwhelming things that card makers kind of go through when they're first figuring out that they want to do card making. And so they'll either like buy everything, realizing they didn't need it, or they struggle to make nice cards because they don't have the basic supplies that they need. So day one's going to be all about creating or learning about those basic supplies. Day two is going to be mastering basic techniques, and this includes stamping, ink blending, die cutting, and heat embossing. So those are kind of like your foundational techniques that every card maker needs to learn in order to be successful. Day three is a little bit more advanced. We're going to talk about design and composition, and I'm going to help you with some very tangible tools that you can use to make your cards more eye-appealing and more color coordinated and just make your card just even that much better. Day four, we're going to take everything that we learned day 1 through 3, and then we're going to combine all of that to create 1 or 2 cards live on camera. And then if you want to, you can purchase the replays for that, so you can have lifetime access, or you can get them free by joining the Card Maker Success membership. Every member gets free access to those replays. We will have an option for you to join the membership at the end of the week, so that's pretty exciting. All right, now let's do a little screen share of a presentation page because I want everybody to be ready for tomorrow. And where did I put it? Okay, there it is. All right. So I'm going to share with you guys what a presentation page is going to look like once it moves over. And we're going to be showing Art at the Percy Robs page. So this is what's going to look like. You'll have the title, the speaker. Then you'll have a screen here with a video. Now note, this video is not going to automatically play. You do have to push the button in order to get it to play. There'll be a link for you to download their worksheet. And if they are providing a freebie, there is a place there for you to download their freebie. Then you'll have a little bio and a photo of the speaker. And then if they're doing a live stream, then you will find what time and day they're going to be doing their live stream. And then a little easy link to go to their live stream. You'll also have really cute little icons here for you to find all of their social media channels. And then at the bottom, we have a place where one of the sponsors is sponsoring this particular page. All right. And then, of course, we've got our sign up here for you to join our beginner camp. Now, this page is not going to be available until the day that it goes live. And off the top of my head, I cannot remember when artist's page goes live, but I need to, there we go. All right, so that's what the presentation page looks like. If you get there before it's time, you're going to see a stay tuned and some instructions on what to do there, but definitely just want to share with that, make sure everybody knew what to do tomorrow. Now, I want to remind everybody that the regular VIP All Access Pass is $59 now, and that price is going to go up to $99 at midnight. So if you're interested in getting that, let's go ahead and sign up for it now. And if you want to purchase the premium upgrade, you need to purchase that before midnight because you won't be able to purchase it tomorrow. And that right now is $79. If you've already purchased your regular, you can go into your portal and you can sign up for the link to purchase the add-on, and it's just an extra $20. I want to remind everybody that presentations will go live tomorrow at 8 a.m. and that everyone who has a free ticket will be able to watch those presentations until 8 a.m. the following day. Your emails for the morning will go out sometime between 7 and 8 a.m. And be sure to add our contact support@stampmesomelove.com to your contacts list so that it reduces the chances of your emails getting put into spam. All right, now I think we have just a couple more giveaways to do. Then we're going to wrap up for this evening. All righty, let me pull over what I have here. All right, so we've got two sponsors today. And I'm going to show you some products that they sent. These are so stinking adorable. So let me go ahead. So we've got these stamp sets from Riley and Company. And we've got stamps for the Halloween. And then we've got some really cute stamps here for, you know, like our sea creatures and whatnot. Some are fun. Oh, look at that. Someone gave me a balloons again. Who's doing that? How is that working? I don't know. Anyway, so they're giving a $25 gift certificate. You don't have to get these stamps. You can purchase whatever you want. And I'm going to go ahead and draw for that winner. All right. Okay, so the winner of our Riley and Company $25 gift card is going to Debbie. Debbie's last name starts with a G and ends with an E. Congratulations, Debbie. Now, we are going to be emailing everybody who has won anything over the next 4 days on Monday. So do not email us because we won't be responding to those emails until Monday. We've got lots of stuff to cover over the next 4 days, and we will be emailing all of the winners on Monday. All right, the next one is from Dare to Be Artsy, and they sent some really cute example cards. So they are also giving away a $20 gift card, and they sent me this product right here, which is this kind of like groovy, hippie VW bus and all kinds of groovy love and peace sayings, and then this die set for different tags and whatnot. This is the card they sent for us to look at, and I think it's just so cute. So it's kind of like, let me see here if you can kind of see. It pops up a little bit, and it's definitely a fun fold card. I don't know if it kind of stints like that or anyway. So this is an example of what they made, and they sent to us. Isn't that cute? I think that is so cute. All right, let's go ahead and draw the winner for the $20 gift card from Dare to Be Artsy. All right, the winner for this is going to Catherine, and Catherine's last name starts with an A and ends with an N. Congratulations, Catherine. All right, so tell me in the comments with the emojis, who's excited about tomorrow? Who is going to be up and ready at 8 a.m. tomorrow to watch those videos? Let me see in the chat. Yes. Look at that. Somebody did a bubble. Where's all that coming from? That's so cool. I honestly do not know how that works. Ah, they did it again. All right, if you guys know how to do the balloons again. That was kind of cool. So fun, so fun. All right, you guys, I'm going to say goodnight, and thank you so much for joining us live tonight. We had so much fun, and I love doing all the giveaways and making sure that you guys are successful over the next 4 days. I will see you tomorrow at 12:45. Is that right, Harriet? I think that's right. Yes, I will see you tomorrow at 12:45 for more updates and giveaways. Take care. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.